Breaking news this evening as Florida State lands commitment from three-star athlete slash safety Max Redmon. Could this be the next diamond in the rough recruit for the Noles? Max Redmon chooses the Noles over Illinois and USF. Of course, if Florida State is giving the green light, we should win that battle every day and twice on Saturdays. Now, Max comes in from Cardinal Newman down in West Palm Beach, same school that four-star Ricky Knight came from last cycle. He had offers from other programs like Kentucky, Louisville, Mississippi State, and others. Comes in at 6'1", about 180 pounds. He's a multi-sport athlete. He also plays basketball, runs track, and competes in the long jump. And he's even a two-way player at his high school. He lines up at both receiver and corner on defense. So all in all, super versatile athlete here joining the Seminoles. Now going over the scouting report on him, he's really good at closing gaps and making stops in the open field. Tracks the field nicely and has the ability to quickly read and diagnose plays. He's a physical tackler that can wrap up and get ball carriers to the ground. Can add value in blitz packages as well as he enters his senior season with 6 sacks to his credit. Overall, he should be viewed as a multi-year contributor at the Power 5, or I guess I should say Power 4 level. Now, some knocks on him would be one, his size. Like we mentioned, he's only about 180 pounds. Still has to go through a senior season, though, so that could easily change. But especially when he gets into Tallahassee, gets in with Josh Storms in the strength and conditioning program, I don't think bulking up is going to be a big issue or anything for him, but you definitely need to see some more weight on that frame. I think you'd also like to see a little more fluidity in his hips when changing directions and working in coverage. You'd like to see his feet be a tad faster, but all things that should be able to be improved on at the next level, especially under Pat Surtain. Now, I know some people might hear 3-star and not pay any attention, and I hear you. It's definitely not as flashy as hearing that we just landed a 5-star safety or anything like that, but I actually like the tape. Now, I've been rolling highlights here on the side, and I think his tape is actually pretty legit. I think I even think he's a bit underrated and should probably be more like a mid to low 4-star. With what you see in this film, playing really close to the line of scrimmage, reading the field well, obviously the ability to house a pick, I can see him being sort of that Swiss Army knife on defense. He could be a true safety, could be a slot corner, even potentially line up as a weak side linebacker if he bulks up just a bit. Max is definitely a bit of a project take for sure, but this is a guy that Mike Norvell and Florida State definitely covet. I think they'd take him regardless of how the rest of the DB board shakes out. I just think that this is a guy that they really like and see a lot of potential for, and I'll definitely trust their evaluations because they seem to know what they're doing. We've talked about it before with the staff's ability to read a kid early and evaluate properly. We saw it with Luke Kromenhoek, who at the time of his offer was a 3-star and played safety for his high school and then ended up finishing as a top 5 quarterback in the country and a fringe 5-star type of player. So long story short, if the staff wants him, I'm all for it, regardless of his rating. This is now Florida State's 7th commitment in just over 2 weeks, so the Noles definitely staying hot on the recruiting trail here. I think there's plenty more still to come, but good pickup here with Max. You love to have some bodies at that safety room and give Surtain as much to work with as he possibly can. Appreciate you guys tuning in to celebrate and talk about Florida State's latest commitment. Major props if you stuck around to the end of the video. So now with Florida State picking up a safety, it kind of got me thinking, who's the best safety to ever play at Florida State? Now it may be recency bias for me, but I got to go with my guy Derwin James. He was just cut from a different cloth and now shows that on Sundays in the NFL. But definitely let me know your pick as well as any thoughts you may have here on Max Redmon down in the comments. And let's talk Noles. We'll catch you guys on the next one.